I gotta say, that's one of the coolest 100% orange juice themes I think I've ever heard. That was actually really dope. Also, sup, y'all? How's it going? Mail time. Some important mail, such as birth wishes, but I'm transfer to gift mailbox after you collect awards. Not expire over time. Hell yeah! Works for me. So then gift mailbox, and I can see all of the rewards that I've gotten. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. 2.4 dropped, by the way. And I got Shenhe, and I got Yunjin. Things are looking good. So, there's a lot of stuff to do. Is really what it comes down to. I think they've changed like a lot of like little things. So I don't know the specifics there, but yeah. I don't know too much of what they added or not. As you may know, if you've watched any of my Genshin stuff, you will know that I really don't watch trailers like at all. Like I really don't care for trailers. So I know this is about the Lantern Rite, and Lantern Rite's coming up, and then there's like other stuff here too. And there's quests that we gotta do. I'm a little behind. Not gonna lie, we got hangout events to do as well. It's a great time. I think, are there new achievements too? I just want to see. There is the Light of Day. Light up the Enkanomiya map. All waypoints, Sealy chests. Attain the Coral Brands that Tsuyuko requested. Okay. We'll worry about that later. Probably. I don't know too much. I just know that there's a new area. And I have the quests for them. Still have whoops. I still have Ito's quest. Forgot about that. Man, I'm really behind on this story stuff, aren't I? Well, let's first just fight the wolf, so that way we can at least use some of our because I don't think I fought the wolf at all this week so far. And then we will go and we'll do quests. I think that sounds about right. And also I'm gonna point out here real quick that it did not take long for me to get Shenhe this time. I've been hearing that a lot of people have been getting really lucky with Shenhe. I hope I'm saying her name right. I am probably not. And I'm sure people will yell at me because they're like, it's supposed to be this, and I'll be like, yeah, you're probably right. And I'm probably wrong. Hello, Cheese. Cheese, you didn't say happy birthday to Doge. I'm upset by this. Also Doge's birthday today. Exactly. That's exactly right, Cheese. You should say shit. I feel like that's a new little angle. Razor. I'm gonna probably focus on doing these today. We're gonna probably be focusing on Genshin quite a bit. I know I was supposed to stream Genshin the past 2 days, and then it didn't happen. And I was supposed to stream Genshin earlier today, and if you want to know why that didn't happen, it's because I've been asleep literally all day. Also, let me know if I just realized I have not been on the right audio for me. But yeah, no, let me know if it sounds okay. Because, so I was doing the voice lines yesterday. Not yesterday, a few days ago, rather. And I apparently had the audio of the PS5 down super low, like ridiculously low. I think Aloy's sounds fine now. But damn, I ballsed it up, as they say. But I think it's fine now. I think. Also, I need to switch things. Hello.
This realm is...
I'm glad I could thrive. Home Depot. New blueprints? Are you kidding me? I was almost done! Speedy, what? Okay. I don't really need those, though. Probably. Need Glazerly's and Cecilia's, though. Not Cecilia's, Chinkson. Kit, you don't know what you're doing. And that's very true. Give me my 40. Alright.
If you ever had...
Yeah, no, I felt tired today. There was just a lot of stuff that was going on that I just could not. Like, you ever get those times where you're just like, I just don't want to deal with it. I just can't. I just won't. And that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, no, that was me today. I woke up like at a good time and I was like, oh dude, I woke up at a good time. This is awesome. And then I can go to get some rest and so on and so forth. And lo and behold, the amount of shit that has happened today is obscene. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. And that was my day today. All right. So I've already used 30, which is perfect. We're gonna be... I think we're... Oh god, I don't know.
Sorry, but
yeah, I know I haven't completed enough missions. I think I'm gonna start with the quests to go to below the sea. Gains 25% more rewards when dispatching a Liwa expedition for 20 hours. Sure, works for me. What do these guys do anyway? I actually have not seen what their actual talents are. Get an additional log of wood. When perfect cooking is cheap on food with adventure-related effects. Oh, I know which yours is. Ooh. I think we're gonna go to Enkanomiya, whatever the fuck, first. And the reason for that is because there's bosses there. Dude, this is so nice. Sorry. The fact they've updated this where like everything looks like this now, and it's so nice. I love it. Mother of God. Stop. I can count to 5, I swear. I swear I can count to 5. Anywho. So what I'm going to do is I want to go to the place first where I can I want food. That's the big thing. Can I make 20 things of this? This character cannot cook. That's hilarious. Sorry, I just saw that. This character cannot cook. Auto cook, we'll cook 20 of them. That gets rid of whatever. I wanted those instead. So, from what I understand, Yunjin needs Driftborn Regalias and fragments. Those aren't hard, and then Glazerly's, so we're gonna go farm those first. Also, this moves a lot slower, but I like it. So we're gonna go over here first, just to grab, because there's glaze lilies like around here. I don't remember specifically where all the glaze lilies are, but I do know that they're around, right? I don't remember. I think there's a better place. Isn't there? Isn't it better if I go to here? I think it's better if I go over here. Yeah, because the fields and such. That's right, that's right. So, I'm going to grab as many of the glaze lilies as I possibly can for Yunjin. And then I'm going to go... Because what you need Shinsen, but you also need these, which those I've heard can only be found in the new place. So we'll have to do some exploring over there. My goal, excuse me, my goal is to start exploring places, which is weird because I'm not that one for exploring too much nowadays. But it's like I hit a new strive with this game. I've hit this like, for some reason I was gonna compare it to like a cocaine addiction, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I've hit it like, I got that mood in me where I feel like I really want to enjoy the game again, and this and that, but that just sounded bad if comparing it to. Yeah. Anyway.
Can't catch me.
I have this renewed vigor to get through the stuff I'm behind on in this game. So what I'm thinking for today, just for today, as I grab my last glaze lily and then or a few more glaze lilies, looks like, then move on with life.
Can't catch me.
We're gonna go to the new place first. We'll worry about the Jade Chamber stuff later. Hi, Blossy. How's it going? So, okay, I think we're good. I don't remember if there's any other glaze lilies anywhere, but that is fine. So what I want to do, yeah, like I said, it's going to be a little awkward because we're going to be doing things in the wrong order, I think is the best way to put it.
Can't catch me.
Because I think we're going to be doing Jade Chamber second, but we're not doing it during this stream. So there's this quest to go to Suyuko for Enkanomiya. So I think we're going to be doing that first, and then we'll follow up with the next stream, which is tomorrow for this game, of the Jade Chamber. I think that's the best way to do it. And then I have some other stuff that we should be fine with. Yunjin, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hello, Sucrose. Also, Ito's now strong enough to hold his own. And Goro kind of is. I just need to upgrade Ito's weapon. Once I upgrade Ito's weapon, he'll be a force to be reckoned with. But for right now, he's pretty good. So this entire time I've not played with my headphones on. This entire time I've played... What did I just hear? What? Okay, that sounded normal. What was the thing that I just heard?
The advantage.
Obey!
Well, she has a nice voice. Yeah, for those who don't know, I tend to not play this game with headphones on. Because I'm usually doing other stuff at the same time. Dude, he really does sound like... This is supposed to be Ryuji's voice actor, right? Or Ito? This is my first time hearing Ito's voice too, sadly. Yeah, no, this sounds like Ryuji. Oh, you actually have good charge attacks. Interesting. You actually have some good charge attacks. I like that. Awesome.
Can't catch me.
Also, yeah, I just uploaded Aloy's voice lines today. Aloy's got some very straight to the point voice lines. Like, I'm starting to think that Aloy was like an afterthought for everything, but never too sure. Is this novel amazing? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, I got some funny shit to tell you guys too. Because while I was sleeping today, I had one dream that, well, I had like 5 or 6 of them. But there was one dream that I had that fucked me up. Because, so like, I was about to be like 10 minutes away from waking up or something. And I started hearing sirens outside my house. So in the dream, I was still in my house and I looked outside the window and like, I could see a little bit of smoke like right across the way. Excuse me. Like I could hear it across the way. Or see it across the way. And then I woke up 10 minutes later. I still hear the sirens because it was actually happening in real life, but I never bothered to look outside my window. So I don't know where the fire was. And it tripped me up because I was like, wait, did I look at outside my window in real life or did I do it in the dream? I definitely did it in the dream. And that was it. Anyway, we've already seen this numerous times. Stop making up things. Shigeru's correct. Can't keep adding on things to your characters, dude. I have to do that quest in a moment. Voltage charge. Okay, where is that one? That's a new place, I think. Oh no, this is just ascending the mountains. Voltage charge.
Can't catch me.
Pretty good. And sweet, dude. Easy every time. Easy every time. Okay, so now we're gonna go... Let's go do the... I'm gonna turn in these first, actually. Let's go turn these first. I'm gonna turn them in at Mondstadt, because Mondstadt's the safest. Then we're gonna go to Inazuma, and we're gonna do the Enkanomiya stuff. So that way, I don't have to worry... That way I can start farming stuff for Shenhe.
Add Astro. Thank you for
No problem. Alright. Awesome. Level 2 friendship. Let's go. Okay. But we're going to switch to Team OP. Dude, I was seeing some people on Twitter were like drawing their own teams that they have in Genshin, and I was like, damn, I wish I was skilled enough to do my own drawings there. Hello, we did a quest for you at one point. Hello there, Volika. Hey there, Suyuko. How have preparations for getting the coral thingamajig gone? Alas, our work has been troubled thus far. You know, Suyuko, you can make as sad a face as you want, but you're not convincing anyone if you keep glancing at us meaningfully like that. I see, so you too have realized the severity of our situation. In that case, I shall hide it no longer. We weren't hiding anything in the first place. We did obtain the key of the moon bathed deep, yes, and Enkanomiya is slowly awakening. However, we are quite short of manpower. As such, our investigations are proceeding at a slow pace. These are uniquely trying circumstances, after all. We do not yet know if relations with Narukami Island will indeed warm. You know, I'm only one pair of hands, right? But that is different a matter. Knowing that according to tradition, a hero is vital to the process of obtaining the coral. We must set up a base and assist the hero in retracing the paths of our ancestors before finally facing the trial. In this manner, we shall build a steady road to victory. Or that was your plan anyway, and you can't carry it out because you lack the people. That is absolutely correct. Not to mention how we have neither seen hide nor hair of our most vital character, this hero. I'm pretty sure I'm the hero. Wait, I think I see it now. Our hero has a head of blonde hair. This sounds super troublesome. Paimon doesn't think making this trip is a great idea. But exploration usually leads to the discovery of rare treasure. I mean, such things would usually be given over to Sangonomiya clan, of course. But if you were to find something, why, I suppose we simply close one eye in this case. You know, I think we and Madame Kokomi get along pretty well and all. Our hero, our gallant warrior, our paragon, our savior. Does this mean that you agree, then? Oh, well, how can we leave Sangonomiya in such a time of crisis, right? Wonderful. It certainly seems that the methods recommended by Madame Kokomi are quite persuasive indeed. She even anticipated that you would indeed return to look for me. Sorry, what'd you say? Oh, nothing. In that case, please come with me. I would like to show you something. Let us meet up at the altar below the area ahead of us, if you can't see it. If we can't see it, then just look to the southeast and squint. Look to the southeast and squint. It's the only thing that is different, which is this crystal. Because I think Enkanomiya is in there. Hello, Miss Lady of the Shrine Maiden thing. Hold on, I got a closer to catch. Never mind. We call this a key sigil. It was once hurriedly used throughout Enkanomiya. It only resurfaces when the road is about to be opened. This is said to be a second set of keys that are sent to the people of Watatsumi Island when Enkanomiya awakens, and records show that there are a total of 5 types of key sigils. At the moment, we have found 3 of the 5 on Watatsumi Island. We can then operate them in this manner to return them to their proper places and release the seal. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. We just need to find 2 more. Remove the 3 we found from their keyholes and place them in other locations throughout Watatsumi Island. This way the barrier could be restored. The purpose behind doing that, of course, was to prevent children, Fatui spies, Narukami Islanders, or Outlanders from sneaking inside. You're not in that Outlanders category, don't worry. We are presently unable to establish contact with the Adventurers Guilds. No adventurers are allowed down there either. Did you ever let them go down there anyway? There's such historical records. We were looking for a win-win arrangement, you understand. It is always good to have people whose strong suit is exploration around, yourself included. Oh, so this means that no one's stolen a march on us this time, right? Whoa, Paimon, manners. Well, how should I put this? I doubt that our temporary barrier restoration was completely foolproof. The time did pass between our investigating the key sigils locations and removing them from the keyholes. So some rats must have scurried in during the interim. We're short on manpower after all. In short, if you encounter any Fatui, treasure hoarders, Karagi, or any of their ilk, feel free to teach them a lesson. Wait a minute, if they got down there so easily, what was the point of us getting the moon-caked whatever again? Enkanomiya will only awaken if we retrieve the key of the moon bathed deep. Similarly, only the key can activate to the trial system within. And if there are any who did not enter Enkanomiya to perform the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri, well, there might be some other twisted, winding way to get in. Who knows? Either way, please retrieve the other key sigils on the island with all haste. The key sigils have been placed at the fin and heart of Watatsumi. As for their 2 altars, they can be found where a line that connects either shrine and Sangonomiya shrine intersect, with a second mountain wall that surrounds the moon bathed deep. Oop, I got a text. Hi, Pineapple, how's it going? I got a text from somebody else. Oh, that's why. Well then, I'll wait for news for you at the usual place. You love the new area? It's exploration knowledge. Collect them and use them well. Cool. So I guess we'll go here first. Right, not the best? Yeah, I've been asleep all day, so... Oh, the heart is where the fucking... one dude is, isn't it? I'm pretty sure the heart is the one with the... Like, I have to go through this. I remember Hello, Fatui. No one likes you. How do they get in here? Good question. I don't know if they could even fit. Dude, these guys are gonna constantly heal each other. This is the worst.
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Hello, Mirror Maiden. Oh, well, we got a key sigil. Hello. You grabbed a thing and dipped? That's fair. I thought that you had to grab it, so... Dude, the Fatui are everywhere! Jesus! Alright, listen, I'm just gonna go grab this thing and run. Seems like the perpetual mechanical array is also here, too. Let me just grab that. Activate the altars. Cool. Let's get back over here and activate the said altars. And just keep on moving. Yeah, the only thing we're really doing today is we're just... Jesus. We are just going to be doing the new place. Kind of keeping it simple, one at a time. Okay. Well, there's probably a thing. Yeah, there we go. What do I think of Shenhe? Haven't used her yet. I just have her on my team, and I haven't really used her. She is quite pretty, that's true. They've been adding a lot of really pretty characters lately. Like, a lot of really pretty characters.
It's my lucky day.
So I've been, excited, that's for sure. But yeah, we're not doing any of the Liwa stuff just yet. We will be doing that later. Yeah, Yaimiko is supposed to be for 2.5, I think is what's theorized, right? Well, we don't know about 2.5 yet, so let's just hold off on that. Now is the time to release the seal. Here, take the key of the Moon-Bathed Deep you retrieved before. Say that again? Key of the Moon-Bathed Deep. Say that again 3 times fast. Key of the Moon-Bathed Deep, key of the Moon-Bathed Deep, key of the Moon-Bathed Deep. God, only it's... Okay, it's a bit of a tongue twister. See, Pama told you that it was a weird name. You should consider changing it. Yeah, even if we do change its name today, it will only be important again a few centuries down the line. Just bear with it for now. Either way, I'm going to begin the ritual now. Okay, lady. Fortunately, we do not have any details of the nature of Enkanomiya's trial, so you will have to rely on yourself there. If we must blame anything, we should blame stupid traditions that are supposed to preserve mysteries. I wish you good luck. Also, please do not push yourself too hard. Your safety is of utmost importance. Okay. Whee! That was a leap of faith if I've ever heard one. Okay, do I get a map for this place? I do. Holy crap, this place is big. Well, that's a fishing thing. There's more pearls. If anyone's been having trouble getting pearls, guess don't need to worry about it. Razor bounced on the water? That's true. That did just happen. It does seem like you're in the middle cave. No trace of civilization at all. Fair. Alright, so there's these curry guys. Hello. Primordial baptismal bishops. A predator that lies in wait within the pitch dark, watery depths. Appears to have depth to known power. Okay, so they actually take my they actually take my special moves. Interesting.
Hold the line.
Seems interesting. Stole all mine. True. Also, I don't know too many changes, like I said, about what's been happening, but I do know that they've moved some stuff. Also, I just realized that even though maybe
Paimon coming in. Paimon coming in.
no, we're not.
Okay?
Paimon, shush. Paimon, shush, please. I just, for some reason, it apparently sounds super loud to you guys.
Treasure. Strange.
Well, we got a lot to explore, that's for sure. Scribbled notes. Travel together, but Watatsumi isn't here this time. Discover the Battlefield of Bishops, so to become active. Okay. I guess we're just gonna keep going deeper into this cave. Hello, what's this? 8 electroparticles. Okay. It's not bad. This is a pretty cool looking area, that's for sure. Have they already updated the map for this place, or go play some more Genshin? No worries.
Useful?
Yeah, there's a lot we're gonna have to explore around here. I think my biggest thing though is just getting all the teleports once again, and then we'll do our big exploration push. I gotta still explore Surumi as well, so we'll worry about this all later. So we'll do like a big exploration push later. Right now, the big thing is just exploring the cave and finishing this quest. Seeing if we can find... Is there a statue of the 7 here? That might be worthwhile. There's another teleport point right there. Yeah, it took a while before we saw anything resembling civilization. Let's get closer and have a look. Sure. Tokuyo? Entrance to Tokyo. That's supposed to be just a... It's supposed to be something similar to Tokyo. Kind of funny. Hey guys, look, we're going to Tokyo. Let's go grab this. 5 symbols of this door must be the key sigils. Let's have a look around. From what we experienced in the past, we probably need to do something else first. Hi, Cassie. Let's get the nearby area and search for clues. Okay. Oh, fuck, there's these dudes. These guys are here. Are you ice? Cryoceptors. Well, Ganyu suddenly became a lot less useful. Ow. How have you been today, Cassie? Ow!
These things useful?
Yes, they are, Razor. They are very useful. Wait. There's another thing to activate further up. Oh, it's right there. Cool. Tired? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the Tired Club, where tired sheeples reign supreme. Pull up with the sheeple, you'll be fine. You've been in the club? What do you mean? That's fair. I was earlier today, I was actually re-listening to Starbomb's album. For those who don't know, that's Ego Raptor and God, I just know him as Dan, but I think he has a different name from Ninja Sex Party. And I've been listening to some of those songs again because I used to listen to them with some coworkers back when I worked at Laser Tag. I didn't realize they released another album like 2 years ago or something. So I was just vibing to the beats. And there was a Mario Party one that I was just so good. It was so good. Alright, let's activate the shiz. So there's a gateway. Seems like there's something. Examine the Great Gate. Is it one of those mysterious place? Wait, what just happened? Enter Enkanomiya. Lock the secret of the Sunfire Gates. Okay. Like I said, we'll do our big exploration push later because we got to go back to Sarumi and explore. We got other places we got to explore too. So I'm going to do my best to get through all of it. Really need to catch up, don't I? I don't like need to, but it would be nice. Also, Cassie, they're updating some crazy stuff in DBD. I don't know if you saw. Some crazy things. Well, apparently it's even crazier. I was sent a video about Boil Over. I'm gonna probably check out in a bit. Go to the door. Very straightforward. I'm just gonna ignore these guys. We'll worry about them later. That was a laser beam of doom. Use the key of the Moonbathed Deep. We've always had. Damn. This is amazing. What the fuck? Wow, Paimon never thought there'd be such a huge place underneath Watatsumi Island. This is incredible. Looks like our goal is that place in the middle. Alrighty then, Volca, let's head to that and Staley now. Those ruins seem to be closer to us. Let's start heading there. Thank you for the hydrate. Buildings mean people, once upon a time anyway. And when there's people, there'll be writing. And when there's writing in paper, there'll be those hints that we can't even read. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Activate this first. So this is just, it's just flying from place to place. This is so cool. This is actually insanely cool. Like, I love this. I love this a lot. This is so awesome. There's like flying manta ray things too. Obviously there's hilly trails and such, but oh god, oh god. The Narrows. Excuse us, hilly trolls. We have important matters to attend to. Oh, the music, dude! There's a collectible on my map right now. There's a Sealy. Like I said, we'll explore later. Those villagers are like, how the fuck do we get across? We'll do our big exploring push later. Same with Surumi Island. There seems to be like... I don't know what those things are that's popping up on screen, but it's probably important for later. Man, this is actually really cool. They have a lot of teleport stones. But we need to find a statue of the Seven. I think that's the biggest thing. Hello. No.
Let's move out.
I said I have no interest in exploration right now. We will do that later. What's this? The Abyss Order.
Covenant of the Deep.
Hi, Abyss Order. Nice to see you again. Exploration knowledge, triangular mechanisms. Attacks can be used to activate these, but can reset after a while. Try switching to Evernight. Try switching to Evernight? What the hell does that mean? Talk to the person on the second floor. Hello, who are you? Uh-oh, trying to trespass, are we? Wait, maybe not. I correct myself. You two must be the heroes who have come to retrieve the coral this time, are you not? Two? So you're counting Paimon too? Well, I was originally thinking the Enkanomiya shrine couldn't possibly be so short-handed if they're only sending one person, right? So consider my expectations exceeded. There's actually two of you. I know my way around a fight. I love your gusto and optimism. Good stuff. I hope that by the end of this, you'll count me in the team as well. I'm sure the three of us will get on swimmingly. Let me introduce myself. I'm a researcher who has come to assist you. Call me Anju. My main duty is to organize and translate clues regarding the trial to guide you on your path. Well, that's nice. We've always had to rely on our own memory to figure the puzzles we encountered out. Wow, you know what? You might actually be more professional than me then. I mean, I'm just a scholar. But Tsuko said... Tsuko, right, her. Didn't you say that there would be some clerical stuff on hand to assist the hero? You did say something like that. Exactamundo. I mean, it would be quite a stretch to expect you to learn Byakuyakoku's script from scratch. And that's where I come in. I'm here to help translate documents and hints. Any questions for me? What do you know about that central tower, dude? That's the heart of the trial, building known as the Danichi Mikoshi, which also means Chariot of the Sun. I believe then that it should be defended by a barrier right now. Its original purpose was to protect the citizens, but at present we cannot enter unless it's disabled. Now, I can see the questions bubbling up in your face already, so let me explain how we're going to break this barrier. First, we'll need to find something known as the Golden Bridle. According to related literature, it's a device that is less than an armful in size. Oh, so it's not a rope? The name is simply derived from one of Byakuyakoku's legends. They say that the sun and the moon were moved by the chariots of the gods, and the Golden Bridle was Byakuyakoku's national treasure. The treasure? That's right, Byakuyakoku, the real name of this place. A nether realm without light, Byakuyakoku. The place where sins piled high in the Evernight, Tokoyo, only to be cleansed, revealing their true colors. But back to the trial. The people of Byakuyakoku were saved by the great Serpent, and thus retained the light of heaven. They all moved around the depths. Just so you know, that's what my name means. Above the depths. Anyway, the people of Watatsumi archived Byakuyakoku's facilities after leaving this place. As for this place, this is one of those various facilities, the library of Byakuyakoku. What are these names? I am so bad at names. To facilitate future trials, the Golden Bridle was moved closer by, to the back of the library to be exact. So finding this Golden Bridle in the first place is the first part of the trial. Well, that's what the trial guidebook in the library says anyway. How'd you get here earlier than us? Well, you're the heroes. Yours is the rough, narrow road up the front gate of the trial. As for us support staff, we have our own side routes, back doors. Anyone of the more plebeian persuasion who manages to sneak in isn't going to get very far. Without the key of the Moonbathed Deep to open the gate, the trial and its contents will not activate. Plus, it's not as if ordinary people would understand Byakuyakoku's script. Anyway, they won't even be able to figure the clues out. Without the Golden Bridle, there is no entering Enkanomiya and probing the secrets of its eternal night. If you really don't trust me, you're free to rough me up a bit, but don't drag me back to the surface afterwards, thanks. As you can see, I'm just a scholar with a thirst for knowledge, and with a certain tomb that he must find in Byakuyakoku. Well, he said this much, and it certainly doesn't look like he's trying to trick us. Paramount thinks we could trust him for a while, Volika. Thanks for the token of faith. Well, I've covered the basics of the trial with you. Off you go, then. This golden bridle isn't going to find itself. Oh, one other thing. I believe that this picture behind me matches Enkanomiya's topography. I suggest that you study it carefully before heading out. Oh, so there's no statue of the Seven down here. This is just... Yeah. Okay. So it's not that big. Oh, it's not that big at all. Okay, cool. I've already done that. Wait. It is definitely easier to have a map. So the whole point of this is just... Okay. Eternal Night, huh? That's the thing that's got my eye. Is this Eternal Night that it keeps talking about. Which is funny because I've been playing Under Night in Birth, which also talks about an Eternal Night. Kind of funny. Hello, Sealy. Sorry, what does that say? Oh, that was the ocean fly. Sealy, I'm just not that into you right now. I'll worry about you in a bit. This must be the trial Riddle. Investigate the rear of the pillars nearby. Does Pyro break things? No. Oh. One of these puzzles, is it? It's one of these puzzles, is it? Hit two things and you succeed.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Empty chest is good for storage, Razor. Good job. The dull golden bridle. Man, it's like a lot of climbing that we're gonna need to do, huh? There's a lot of climbing we're gonna have to do. This seems insane. There seems to be, like, other stuff, too. Alright, we should be able to get to Flatland at least. There we go. I mean, I want to get to... go get the teleport statue, which looks like it's up top. Dude, when are we getting our Dendro character? Wasn't Yunjin's thought to be the Dendro character? Who is the Dendro character that's gonna be our first one? Like, we've never gotten to see Dendro. Dendro's, there's like 2 things that are Dendro, and then everyone else just stopped caring about Dendro. Man, there's a lot of stuff around here. Yao Yao or Baiju. That's right. Have made any progress looking for the golden bridle? Is this what you're looking for? Oh yes, that's the one. Why isn't this a coincidence? The book says that the craftsman Abaraku no Mikoto, Abrex, was ordered to create the chariot of the sun to finally bring light to the everlasting night. Before this, the people lived in a constant state of fear, for it was the great hunters in the dark, the Bathismal Bishops, who were the original rulers of this land. The Bathismal Bishops? Yes, pure primordial elemental creatures, wild spirits who never bent the knee to any god or worldly power. I believe the traditional Enkanomiya tale, The Clash of the Drakes and the Serpent, also refers to the Bathismal Bishop as the Dragonair of the Depths. At first, people would light lamps to chase the dark away, but to little effect. But when the Nanichi Mikoshi was created, the White Knight chased the darkness of the Evernight away. Thus did the people gain a reprieve with which to live their lives. The Michi Mikoshi could even be used to put forth a barrier to protect the people of Byakuyakoku. I was gonna say Byakuyakoku. That's not the correct pronunciation, but you know, that's right. With this, we should be able to bring the barrier down. Let me help you activate it. According to what the book says, I need to do this, then this, and then this. Okay, that should do it. The golden bridle is ready. Commanding the Nanichi Mikoshi to drop the barrier should be peanuts now. But we should probably perform such portentous deeds at the outermost gates of the Nanichi Mikoshi, wouldn't you say? The main gate should be on the southeastern section of the area it occupies. Just circle the barrier a bit till you find it. And Joe goes into detail about where the meeting place is without really caring if you can understand him or not. Enkanomiya is surrounded by bottomless chasms. If you fall, you can count to 100 even without ever hitting the bottom, so please watch your step. In any case, if you can't find the place, just circle around the barrier a bit. You'll get there eventually. I'm almost done with my own investigations here. I haven't found what I'm looking for though, so I'll go on ahead to wait for you. Okay. What's with this Anjo guy, and why did he run off by himself? I mean, it must have been empty, but that's way too reckless. That's fair. Is he fishy? I don't know if the guy's fishy per se. I think he's just fascinated by the secrets of this place. What the fuck is that thing? There's like, okay, there's like cryo crystals or something around here. Well, we'll worry about it later. Like I said, we'll worry about our stuff later. We're gonna be doing full exploration streams again, which I know it's been a bit since I've done some, especially after we skipped Surumi Island and just said fuck it. Which apparently I was not alone in the fact that people really disliked Surumi Island. But it seems like a lot of people like Enkanomiya and are more willing to explore it, so. Follow the instructions and explore up ahead. Dude, but this music though. This music though. Those hilly trails are in a weird spot. I gotta say, the music for Enkanomiya is amazing. I don't want to fall. Listen, I understand I have the power of teleporting on our side, but I don't really want to risk much. Did I just get shot by a manta ray? Am I getting shot by a manta ray? Oh, you're healing up my stuff. Oh, I love you. Oh, okay, so those are similar to those gates. Got it. Oh, am I about to collect one of these? Okay. Oh, those are key sigils. Okay, so I got a key sigil. Well, real quick, I'm gonna mark that like right over here. Just so that way it's marked on the map that I'm gonna probably use to figure stuff out. Cool. So now we're over here to the Serpent's Heart. It's such a gorgeous place. Like this is what I was talking about. Like Inazuma as a whole might have not been like the coolest thing to explore. This actually seems worth exploring. Like, I actually have the drive to want to explore this place. Real talk. It could be my renewed fervor in wanting to play this game, but we'll see. Jeez, alright. Well, hello, Ruin Guard. Are you going to destroy my feet? Oh, you want to. That Ruin Guard has a foot fetish. Smelled Razor's feet. Runegard got a little crazy there.
Let's move out.
Go to the broken bridge in front of the place. Got it. But first, there is a statue teleport over here. It's Soups! How's it going, Soups? Soups, you missed it. By the way, Cheese. Hold on. Actually, don't worry about it. Checking something here. Hold on. Actually, don't worry about it. Wait, why am I hearing myself? Checking something here. Hold on. Actually, don't worry about it. Wait, why am I hearing myself? There we go. That was weird. Alright, so this is the barrier. Ah, you're here. Allow me to help you shut the barrier down. Can you pass me the golden bridle? I suddenly have some reservations. Still suspicious of me? Well, don't you think you're a bit too quick on your feet? Oh, come now. That's hurtful talk, though I suppose that the sight of a literary researcher bouncing around the place happily is a rare one. But come now, I didn't deceive you earlier, did I? Well, that's true. We couldn't have found the golden bridle without your help. I mean, this will definitely sound like villain talk, but I can help you now. You can hold me at sword point or hit me to make up for the time you didn't earlier. Once you're done with that, I'd like you to trust me. If you don't, none of us are going to enter the Danichi Mikoshi. Are you the type who enjoys getting beaten up or something? Not that Paimon's going to do that. What do you think, Volika? Hang on, I'm rolling my sleeves up. I'm rolling my sleeves. Wait just a moment, you're joking, right? I got a glass jaw. Okay, stop scaring him already. Just give him the bridle, Volika. Okay then, now allow me to help you bring this barrier down. Please step back a bit. It's my first time after all, things could go poorly. You never know. What could happen? For example, the blast could send you tumbling into a bottomless chasm, or the fetid air might make it hard to breathe, or maybe some giant guardian dragon might come charging out. Or it might even get cursed and turn into some sort of flame-flinging monster. That's kind of scary. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, it looks like the barrier's gone. Oh, I gotta say, opening ancient ruins for the first time in my life feels pretty exciting. Watching that huge wall disappear really gives you the kind of rush you get from burning a huge library, you know? Huh, that sounds really dangerous. You sure you're a researcher? Of course, I already can't wait to investigate the insides of the Danichi Mikoshi. What long-lost volumes will we uncover there? Well, allow me to go ahead first. If you find any tempting treasures, feel free to take them. Did he just say burn down libraries? I'm immediately suspicious of who this person is. I mean, this is literally just go to point A to point B, though, the quest, which I don't mind. No, Soups, what I was going to talk about, I was going to mention to you earlier, if you've been looking at the Dead by Daylight PTB, Trickster's actually removed for a little bit. Which could be some good news. Is this the new island? It is. Well, if they remove the Trickster for right now, that means they're probably reworking the Trickster again. This Trickster be pretty weak. I said, I don't know if I stuttered or not, but I can say it again. Trickster be pretty weak. Jumpy, 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 jumpa jump, jumpy. Anju. Jumpy, jumpy, jump. Hello. Oh, I didn't mean to start it. I pressed a button. Oh no, did I fuck up everything? Oh, now it's nighttime. I meant to talk to you and I... Ah, ghost! It's a ghost! Eek! Come on, Namju, you scared Paimon more than this ghosted guy over here. I'm sorry, I'm fine now, mostly. Byakuyakoku, due to its properties as a nether realm, sometimes projects shadows of the past based on remnants, though. Though their stories have already ended, who they were at the moment they is captured or retained, they can even interact with you. Such powerful emotions are called the sins of Tokoyo. Powerful emotions? Thus, these unique leyline phenomenon are known as sin shades, or shades of Tokoyo. So my current form will be visible to future heroes as well, then. That's good to know. Guess I don't have to be nervous after all, huh? The future me is going to act based on current me's memories. Still nervous, though. What in the world? It's talking. Seems like our heroes have arrived. Hello there. My Watatsumi name is Aryu. My original Byakuyakoku name is Argos. I'm in charge of explaining the next step of the trial, which is to restore the reigns of revival and display your royal right over this land. The reigns of revival are a national treasure that can be used to command the spirits of the nether to speak, and they are made of the same material as the Danichi Mikoshi. The reins must be pieced together with the golden bridle as their core. As such, you need to find 3 other fragments. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I believe that my leftover spiritual essence should be able to answer your questions. Do you like eating butter crab? What is that? Did you like some fresh fish sashimi? Oh, that reminds me. Recently, Watatsumi Island has raised land for us above the sea's surface, so we should be able to start shallow sea fishing. The variety of edible fish should also increase. But yes, back on topic, the 3 fragments have been hidden in 3 key locations around the Danichi Mikoshi. These will be the Narrows, the Overnight Temple, and the Serpent's Heart. When I say hidden, I do mean hidden. The officials in charge of setting the trial up are very capable indeed. No problem, we faced loads of tricky puzzles before. If you see the altar at the Serpent's Heart, you may want to search that place thoroughly for clues. Jibashiri spent all day setting them up. Jibashiri? The Special Officer Corps' Synthonios, the armed judges of the Nether and Byakuyakoku. That's who the Jibashiri are. They possess tokens made out of special material that could cause the souls of Byakuyakoku to reveal themselves. That doesn't sound like an Izuman name at all. Well, Watatsumi Island was a product of the Archon War. Before that, Byakuyakoku's histories are filled with names like Arbrax, Spartacus. Spartacus? Wait, why is Spartacus in this game? Hold on, what? Synthonios, Gigantus, and such. So is this human culture where the divine envoys do not interfere too much? Huh? What'd you say? Nothing. Just the bad habit of a bookworm. Keep listening to Argos. Yes. Now that the Evernight has arrived, all of Enkanomiya will show you a different side of itself. You should meet various afterimages along your path. But they're not quite the same as this ritual afterimage of mine. These people have been chosen by the undying principles of Enkanomiya due to their powerful emotions, and their transgression has resulted in an afterimage being created. They are what the Jibashiri call the Shades of Tokoyo. But bear in mind that the principle to no sin is to be freed of it. Do not tell them that they are afterimages. The other afterimages are not like me. The moment they realize that they are shadows of their former selves, they will dissipate. Yeah, we've encountered some similar things. On the other hand, we people in Enkanomiya have got used to it by now. Well then, good luck to you. Well, I'll be waiting here for good news for you. Okay. Sounds good. Go to quest menu to access quest hints. Cool. How the fuck do I get over there? So I have to go to all the different places. Got it. So I have to go to each place, solve a puzzle, go from there. Interesting. So wait, how the hell do I get to this place over here? Or is it really far? It might be really far south. Oh, yeah, no, we can easily glide to it. I'm gonna wait until my energy's all the way up. Otherwise, this would probably go bad. So there's 3 different places we have to go. Once again, I'm pretty much doing this just so I can get the freaking stuff for Shenhe. But this is so cool looking. To think that this is another place underneath Watatsumi. On top of that, to think that this, in this game, is just something that exists is incredible. Alright, there's something up on top. I'm gonna grab what's on top and then we'll jump below. This is legitimately incredible. It's like the developers knew like 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3 were kind of letdowns, and they just put all of their heart and soul into making 2.4. And I can appreciate that. I like, oddly enough, I feel like I'm willing to look the other way when it comes to this stuff. It's right here. Follow the trail of the baptismal bishops and search for the secret room.
Let's move out.
So the bishops started trying to destroy things to figure out where this place was. Go to the secret room.
Allow me.
Oh, hello. Rift Hounds, my favorite. Dope. Exploration knowledge. Daisies of day and night. Daisies of day and daisies of night will be filled up with up during their respective day and night times. Get close to them to operate them. However, their states will reset when switches between evernight and wet night. Gotcha.
Let's move out.
So I'm gonna have to do exploration twice, which is a little meh, but all right. So now I gotta open this stuff up. Of Sun and Moon. If you press the golden bridle of Enkanomiya, you will have the ability to activate mechanisms that switch between evernight and white night. These mechanisms will be found throughout Enkanomiya and are connected to Chibukoshi. Okay. So different shields open up. Can I skip this? No, it's just showing me that for the first time. Cool. So the switch just switches it back and forth. Gotcha. So now you activate. I'll hit this again. Save for Zhao. I'm gonna take a guess. Soupses. Got it. So I'm gonna take a guess that this is blocked off now. Nope, never mind.
Let's move out.
I solved the puzzle. Oh my gosh. More of these guys? Okay. Don't worry, we're good. Kokomi is so strong that Kokomi can do whatever she wants.
Access denied.
So something tells me that, Soups, you didn't get Ito, did you? Keep in mind that all characters will come back at a certain point, so just chill.
Next on the agenda.
Alright, got the fragment. Oh. Welcome to the club, Soups. We have cupcakes. Damn, I didn't get any cupcakes. Thanks, cheese. It's comfy here. Because I have Ito? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Ito? I don't know anybody with that name.
We're way behind schedule.
Not at all. No idea. No idea. No idea. I have Klee. Read the special message. Fire Phantasm. So now I gotta switch this place to Evernight. Toe doing a shimmy. True. Can I skip this? Can I skip this, please? Maybe not. Shimmy, 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 yeah. Oh. So, circle, wave, circle. Got it. That was glitchy a little bit, but that works.
These things,
They are useful. Now we have to go back over here to do the last one. Hello, sir. I'm here to teach you about, what are you? Rhyme bitter. About Hydro. Thanks. Ow. Stop, please. These guys drop anything? Oh, you drop bone shards. Oh, that's what's up. Got it. Oh, shoot. We're destroying crypts. Hello, Sealy. Where are you going? Oh, God. You're going up here. How in the hell am I supposed to get up there? Sealy? I think something like this. What is this? Places of essence worship. Sun cores and moon cruxes. Each kid power equipped with a certain set of powers. Using these energies, I can bring myself opposite day-night states. Places of worship are divided into sun cores and moon cruxes. Got it. So now I'm blue. Oh, but I can't get over there. But if I switch to... See, saying that means that King Cheese is going to hurt you, Soups.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Oh, God. Cheese had mercy on your soul. Jeez. Listen, female Goro, though, 10 out of 10. Alright, where's Aru? Aru's down here now. Hello. Have you found all the fragments? Yes. There you go. It seems that you've retrieved all the fragments. I'm not sure if you realized this during the course of your adventures, but it is no longer important. Now, please do not be startled by what I'm about to tell you. The Blood Branch Coral needs to be retrieved from the body of special baptismal bishops, which are right under the Denichi Mikoshi. What is it with dragons being buried underground? The bishops locked beneath it has been adjusted specifically such that they can accept fragments of Watatsumi Omakami's Blood Branch Coral without experiencing any rejection. But these adjustments have also made them exceptionally large, and they're most likely not that easy to kill. Nonetheless, every good trial must end with the hero defeating the wicked dragon. Looks like we'll have to fight after all, huh? That is the case, but you need not worry. The bishop swarm is not your match. Everyone's pretty confident of Volika's skill too, but can you prove what you just said? Not at all. This is simply the default encouragement. That seems mighty irresponsible of you. Aren't you just giving your heroes blind confidence like that? Huh, you know, you don't look like much, but you're actually brighter than our Watatsumi heroes. Interesting. Well, you guys just have too little brain juice to go around. Oh wait, no, Paimon was just saying that this isn't right. I know, this is the sin of deception, but the coral's retrieval is something that concerns the survival of Watatsumi. The heroes are only here because they're determined to see this through. All I can do at this point is push them forward. I have faith in the people of Watatsumi, and I believe in those that shall come after us. In name at least, I am the sinless shade of Tokoyo, born from ritual purpose, but on this level, I suppose I'm not myself free of transgression. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're actually here for the treasure. In that case, let me help you put the reins of revival together. We're just here for treasure! Though I suppose the name Reigns of Revival is not entirely accurate. It was originally written as the Reigns of Recovery, namely the recovery of control over things that return from beyond the grave. The chariot of the sun brings light in the day, and by night come the spirits of the past. The one who bears the reins may master both the light and the gloom. Speaking of which, when did Andrew go? That person looked up and down the Denichi Mikoshi for a while before displaying some displeasure and leaving. It seems that he had not found what he was searching for. I'm quite certain that he is not of any Watatsumi bloodline. He has also some kind of special art on his person that may be able to disrupt the ritual or cause me to dissipate. I'm one who guides the heroes and cannot act rashly. If I were to disappear, these trials would also cease. I cannot allow such an outcome. Thus, while he is not near, I must caution you to be wary of him. Of course. But why? We wouldn't have been able to find the Golden Bridle without his help. We might not have been able to reach the Denichi Mikoshi at all. Is that so? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. After all, only the trusted retainers of the Enkanomiya would know the ancient language of Watatsumi. Of course, there is another possibility. But it is likely no large problem. Long years have passed since the time, and time grinds all civilizations into dust. But let's return to the trial. I shall open the path to the final trial. Watatsumi is pronounced guilty of the following sins. 4 counts of the sin of profanity, and a further 8 counts for the sin of deceiving living souls. With a stone I seal the everlasting, the transgressions past shall not be pursued. What are you talking about, Aru? This is my final task, which is to read this blessing. It means that Watatsumi Oikami is about to carry all of our transgressions and go to its death. There is one last thing I must ask of you. When you have left Enkanomiya, tell no one of anything regarding the trial. This is how all previous trials have been conducted, and I hope you can keep it this way. I understand. Next, you must prove your valor against the Baptismal Bishops underneath the Mikoshi. You know what? This isn't the way I want to put this. You are there for the blood-blenched corals that were grafted onto their bodies, and they will not simply roll over and let you do it. They will unleash upon you the grudge they have nursed over many long years against humanity. This will without a doubt be a mortal struggle. Sangamiya's survival is in your hands. Good luck. Thanks, Aru. On the way to the final trial. Whee! Profanity? I know. Somebody cursed 4 times and now they're sinned. I'm supposed to be fighting something, right? What am I fighting? This is just a lovely backdrop. Oh, hello. Totally did not fall asleep? Totally. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, as I just drank. Hello. Hi.
Allow me.
Guess I gotta beat one of them at a time. Perfect, that's the first one. Alright, honestly, probably not a good idea to use Ganyu.
Let's move out. Hold the line. Born of ice and frost.
You were literally just a bishop. You were just a small bishop. Cool. Yeah, Volkai actually defeated those Baptismal Bishops all by yourself. Impressive. Most impressive indeed. Can I touch them? Andrew, what are you doing here? Actually, I'm going to touch them no matter what you say. These are the mortal foes of humanity, after all. This chance may never come again. Oh yes, you must be wondering how I got here. Well, bear with me a moment. I need to think about where to start explaining. Simply put, Enkanomiya is another word of sinners. Yes, I'm one such sinner. One who has committed the sin of deception and betrayal. Wait, Paimon still doesn't get it. What are you trying to do, Anju? I came here to search for a certain book. That book contains records of things that happened in Byakuyakoku before the Danichi Mikoshi was constructed. These chronicles are known to the people here as the times before Sun and Moon. Back then, no gods walked the earth, and the whole land belonged to a single civilization. Was there ever really such a time? The bards claim that the times when the gods walked the earth is the furthest back we go. Yes, that's precisely it. That's why I wanted to find this book. That way we, the Abyss Order, would have proof. Oh, good old Abyss Order. Proof that the gods in Celestia came from beyond this world. The only thing I do know at this moment is that the Great Serpent was sentenced to death by Celestia for accidentally reading this book. An entire nation was relocated, the doors to the depths were sealed, and that nation was stirred up in an eastern expedition to uncover this truth. Yes, that was the grand ritual sacrifice required for the people of Watatsumi to once again live with humans. But as for this book, I searched for it in the library in the Danichi Mikoshi, but I could not find it. You tricked us then. Wait, I said this much, and that's all you have to say? Not going to grit your teeth in anger or just dispense with that and smack me in the face? You seriously want to get beaten up that badly? But actually, I don't think I did anything that bad. I didn't technically lie to you. I'm a clerical staff member sent to help you. I just never said I was sent by Enkanomiya. I was indeed translating literature here, but you know, it had nothing to do with the trial. I'm a bookish character, and hey, did I or did I not transform into a fiery flinging monster? I believe that you're referring to our as lectors, yes? Oh. You are a fire flinging monster. Hi. Venomous flames. Oh shit. Whole party. Okay.
Access denied.
Interesting. The thing calling itself Anju. So this is the thing I just have to break. Hello. Sir, you are going to have a terrible time. I want you to understand this. This guy's about to have a very bad time. There we go. Killed Anju. Phew. Wow, I didn't just made you. Goodness no, but I suppose a clerk is ultimately no match for a hero. I wanted to get rid of you and then finally find some disguise of which I could claim that your mission was a failure. I mean, there's got to be some stories in which the hero doesn't slay the dragon, but oh well. Why did you attack us? I mean, why wouldn't I, right? I'm a creature writhing in the abyss, and you're a mortal walking in the sun. You did defeat a lot of my subordinates and comrades on your way here too, so you can consider this revenge for a sentimental perspective. I mean, I was also thinking, see, I can't find this book no matter where I look. Might it be with you? Perhaps I should dispose of you and then search you. Also, this person here is carrying all this mint cabbage and fowl. I wonder what they're trying to do. Well, you get the picture. There are a lot of reasons why I should kill you. As for reasons against, there's only one. I rather like you. Did you think of another? How about not taking on someone you can't beat? Yes, I failed, and we all learned a little something today, didn't we? I suppose you shouldn't trust people that easily in the future, eh? Take that little fellow by your side. Perhaps you shall someday face betrayal from that corner, too. Who knows? Hey, you trying to split us up here? Mama doesn't really have much capacity for betrayal. Oh, come on, you didn't learn anything at all. Well, whatever. We haven't much time left to talk. I'll depart for now. We'll meet again. Okay, bye. Glad we made a friend. Guys, we made a friend. We did it. What a dialogue that was. I sounded so intrigued the entire time. What up, Piranha, by the way? How's it going? I like how it was, like, I could have done, like, an evil voice for him or something, and was like, no, we're just friends. We're just chilling. This just happened. Why not? Just, Suyuko, we found the Blood Branch Coral. Ah, our great hero, a gallant warrior, our mighty paragon, our destined savior. On behalf of Madame Kokomi and all the people of Watatsumi Island, I give you my thanks. You look exhausted. Perhaps it was too tasking a task to send you down alone after all. Not alone. Paimon was there too, and there was this other guy who sneaked in. He did help us a lot at first, but in the end, this is a long story. It's the main reason why Volok is so exhausted too. It seems like something that Madame Kokomi did not anticipate occurred. Did one who seemed like a mere thief with a Watatsumi language dictionary turn out to be something far more troublesome? It was someone from the Abyss Order. This is very grave news. I'll report it to Madame Kokomi. For a while while I was making dinner. Couldn't stay quiet after that exchange, though. Yeah, no, that... that Abyss Order guy was really dumb. Let's just be real. However, since you have returned with the branch, it will soon come time for her to see the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I'll go and pull her out of her room now. Whatever the case, Volika, please accept our gratitude. Cool! We did it! I did the thing. Wow, that's it. So now I can technically just keep searching Enkanomiya. And then I can keep fighting the herd, which is what I wanted. Cool. Yeah, that was a thing that happened, wasn't it? Whee! Oh, hello. One of you is electric now. Why is one of you electric now? What happened to the other dude? What happened to the guy that was not electric?
Born of ice and frost.
Oh my gosh, they're doing a love circle thing. Love powers activate. I'm the father and I'm the mother. You okay? Destroy the wall to enter a weakened state. Yo, I got this. Easy.
Allow me.
Hi. Oh, am I not supposed to be close to you two while this is happening? I don't think I was actually supposed to be that close.
Come on, focus.
Oh, I guess that guy's just spinning in circles, huh? So after I destroy one of them just kind of keeps spinning in circles, huh?
Next on the agenda.
Man, this is a fight that exists, huh?
Next on the agenda. Healthy body, healthy mind.
So this should give us the... Yep. Is this what we want? Cryo and Electro. That checks out. Well, I think we've made a lot of progress in Genshin today. What do you guys think? I definitely think we've made a lot of progress, weirdly enough, in Genshin. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, because it's been a wild, wild ride. To be honest, I could actually probably just keep going through this without Goro. If there's a lot of progress in this game, that's fair. No, that's fair. It's just, you know, doing the story quests and all that sort of stuff. It's been a while since I've done, like, an actual story quest in this game. So, it's nice to, you know, make some progress, it feels like. But now I get to grind materials, and that's pretty much my life right now. Grinding materials and hoping for the best. I think I'm going to just focus on this guy first, compared to focusing on anything else.
Attaboy! Who wants some of this? Can't catch me.
Something tells me I actually should have used Goro instead of...
Bam!
Ow!
Can't catch me.
This guy's down. So a mix of just using Yunjin and Arataki Ito. Man, this fight would suck if you didn't have Geo party members. It would really, really suck, but I think you're like guaranteed to have at least one.
Prepare to move out.
You cannot catch this man, he's declared it several times. True. Very, very true. Can't catch me, can't catch me, can't catch me. Wait, I've already done commissions, didn't I? I have already done all the commissions. That's right. Let me go over here to heal. Is that a Kitsune? It is. Irana. I've had this character, funny enough, for like ever since they got released like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and not a single person has made that joke. Which is so surprising to me, because I thought somebody was going to make the joke. And I waited. I waited. And I waited. King Cheese didn't even make the joke. King Cheese didn't even make the joke. I was vastly disappointed. Yaimiko is going to be that, so we need to get rid of anything pyro, I think is my goal. The part of your base is your name? A little bit. A little bit. There you go. Sweet.
Welcome. How can I help you?
So Yunjin can be leveled up again. Can I get another one? Just gave myself a heart attack. What'd you do? What'd you do, Cheese? And got Beto. Oh, I'm gonna need to get artifacts. I forgot about the artifacts. Oh gosh. Alright, have they updated this yet? Hope so. Hopefully they have. Ooh, okay, one of them they have. It's not the other. Yeah, no, that would have been crazy. Okay, so it looks like for Yunjin, they want me to use the Favonius Lance. Which, luckily, I have a ton of Favonius Lances. So this works out well. Man, I just realized Wizboo really likes to post Doge's thing. Which, you know, you guys should check out Doge. Harana, are you gonna ever stream again? I know you streamed, like, you streamed some roguelike games in the past. Well, did Musmum had a breakdown at like 3 a.m.? I remember when Word, when DD2 comes out. Gotcha. I remember the time when Word, saved over my Persona 4 Gold, or reset my Persona 4 Gold, not Persona 4 Gold, Pokemon Platinum, and then Scrunch deleted my Persona 4 Golden playthrough on the Vita that had over 1,000+ hours. Okay. So, the thing I need the most... At least Sacred Sakura's favor limit? That seems weird. For me. Yeah, Pokemon Platinum had my shiny Luxray when I actually cared about shinies. So I freaked out then. And then Scrunch doing Scrunch did fucked me up. What the heck is this? Silken Print. Okay. 50. Well, we'll make progress at some point with this. Some point. Alright, so this is where the Opulent Dream stuff is, right? Yeah, Husk of Opulent Dreams. So I need that for Yunjin. I wonder if I can beat this dog with Goro. I don't think so, but it's possible. Goro, your weapon's maxed out, correct? Yes. You're pretty much completely maxed out. You need specters. God, I hate specters.
Fall in.
This fight's gonna go on for a while. Maybe you. Alright. Maybe Ito might be better for this.
Can't catch me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to, oh, no. Give me like 2 seconds. I need to switch Much as I like Ito, I think
As
Ganyu's...
per our
they aren't leveled up enough. They really aren't leveled up enough.
Next on the agenda.
Like, I'll level up their skills later, but right now it's... That was just rough. And I do mean the pun in that case.
Next up, I can fix this.
No. I think Yunjin's a healer, though, if I recall correctly. Alright. Let's see if Goro can get these taken care of fast. If Goro can take care of these fast, I think we should be okay. Survivor in DBD. It took me so long to figure out where the Yunjin's name came from. Oh, this is easy. Ow. What up, Zom, by the way?
Follow my lead.
Oh, God. She's support? I'm pretty sure she healed at some point.
Follow my lead.
I'm just way out of practice.
You're strong in this catch switch still? Gotcha. Gotcha.
Step aside.
For those of you curious, by the way, why I keep switching to Ito at the end, it's just because I need Ito, like, it's just for friendship level purposes. So. Get rid of one of them, so. Excuse me. Great furnishings? Potentially. Well, I can use this now. Use this. Yeah, I wish my characters were stronger. It's just Ganyu's insanely strong. And just is always strong for some reason. I can keep going to kind of... Like, I can keep going back and forth, I think. That should be fine. And then I'll talk about what we get to do next, because after I use up all my resin, we're pretty much done for today when it comes to,
Time to begin.
Oh, shoot. Actually, you know what? It's probably just easier. Well, okay. Not entirely easy.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Do this. Ito. Alright, cool. We'll talk about what we're doing next with Genshin, because there's a lot of stuff that's still happening with Genshin, and I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done, so we will do our best in getting that all taken care of.
Allow me.
So, 2,000 primos? Yeah, what about it? I just whiffed past both giant dinosaurs. Who needs to destroy the wall when you could just do this? Mate, I'm not gonna destroy your wall. Ow. Ow. Destroying everything. How much fun. Yeah, what about my 3,000 primos? There's nothing wrong with my 3,000 Primo Gems. Hearing danger along this side. Alright, yeah, should be good. Got him. Easy piece of cake. No problem whatsoever. Why did that just zoom in on... Wow, she has rainbow eyes. Sorry. That just... The zoom in got me. Pretty. Very, very pretty. Does it feel to live your dream? I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Well, it seems like I'm actually going to need to do some Exp grinding. That's another thing I'm going to have to do. Fun, fun, fun. So I'm just going to finish off with that. Probably. Yeah. So how much do I have? Hold on. So 120, 102, so I could use up all 5. Got it. Okay. Also achievements. I'm just getting off track. Switch between what? Nevernight and... Light up the map and the coral branch. Cool. And then there's just exploration stuff for Enkanomiya. So what we'll do next time when we play through Genshin, which I think I have it set up for tomorrow, it'll probably be tomorrow right after I am done working. No, we're playing 2048 read-only memories tomorrow. That's right. So we get to play the precursor to Valhalla. So for those who really like Valhalla, well, you guys are in for a treat tomorrow. Gonna be a fun time, but I have to worry about work first. So, but Genshin-wise, I think tomorrow what I will focus on is probably...
Catch me.
Trying to think of just all the different things. Yeah.
Manifest! By ordinance divine.
Let's roll.
Oh, yeah, this works. But yeah, so there'll be 2048 read-only memories will be happening tomorrow. That should be a good time, but then I also want to... Gosh, there's a few things we gotta do. My brain is just not processing things. The truth will shock you. This man will never be caught. He can never be caught. No one can even think about catching him. And you want to know why? Because this man has the KFC wings now. Yes, this is actually a KFC crossover thing. It's pretty great. So I don't think we'll be doing the Jade Chamber tomorrow. I think I'm actually going to do Noelle's Hangouts tomorrow. Weirdly enough. Like, I'm going to try to balance everything out with Hangouts, quests, and the like. In Genshin? Well, the KFC dating game is its own thing. Right? Because I've streamed the KFC dating game. And that was an experience. That was an absolute experience.
Can't catch me.
So, good thing Ito's actually pretty strong. Yeah, so we'll do Noelle's Hangouts tomorrow, and then it's just gonna be bouncing around. So we'll go story stuff, Hangouts, exploration, story stuff, Hangouts, exploration. And we'll end off with Ito's story quest because there'll probably be Jade Chamber. Then will be later, and then we'll do Shenhe's story and go from there. I would just throw a cow at these guys, by the way. I just love the fact I just throw a cow. Or is that a bull? I don't even know. It's a bull. Bulls are male, cows are female. That's right. Moo-yeet. True. Man picks up cow, chucks it at enemies. Can't stop the cow chucking man. This gives a whole new meaning to cow tipping. Goodness.
Let's roll. Attaboy.
He's actually probably the first character I've seen that actually has a full combo with his charge attack. It's the ground, it's still tipped. I don't know.
Who wants some of this? Bam!
I think it was a start to a tip and then it stopped becoming a tip. I think. I don't know how that works. I honestly have no idea how that works.
Can't catch me.
Still, man cannot be caught.
Press the advantage.
Break a leg.
Let's see if I get all the buffs on.
Coming through.
The cow leaves the atmosphere, creates a sonic boom. I think that's just then a NASA intergalactic issue at that rate, right? I think that's some sort of intergalactic issue if the cow leaves orbit and is still flying through the air to this day. We have reports. Space cow is untippable. True. Very, very true. You cannot tip the space cow. The space cow. I don't know why, but I was gonna go. The space cow tips you. Wait, sorry, what? How do I have 3? I need to do this once more then.
Can't catch me.
Space cow is true. What was the first animal that? Because Russia was the first country to put an animal in space, right?
Let's roll.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay, that one
Ow!
hurt.
Ow!
Attaboy. Let's roll.
Was it a monkey? I want to say it was a monkey that they first put into some fruit flies.
Attaboy. Who wants some of this?
I thought you just said Lakitu the dog, and I was convinced that they came up with Lakitu's name from Mario. Russia was the first country to come up with the Mario name. Italy doesn't have anything on Lakitu. Laika the dog. Gotcha. 57. Or fruit flies. But I don't... Can you name fruit flies? I guess if you tried hard enough, you could. Can you name fruit flies? That was a dumb question. Hey, what up, War? Good morning.
Fruit flies were launched in space in 1947. Ooh.
That predates the Lakitu dog by 10 years. Cool. Spin. Is there any achievements I can go for that are pretty simple right now? No. Definitely not. There's finding 8 chests, but do I have the compass? I say compass. Was it actually a compass? Geo treasure compass. Dang. Pretty dope. Alright. Electro. I need 30 of the... Oh, sad times. I need 30 of the beetles that I've been sending, that I gave to... What's his face? Ito. Well, we'll worry about that then now. So that way I can grab Inazuma treasure. Cool. And then after I grab these beetles, we're going to switch to our second game of the day, which is Skyward Sword. We're finally going back to it, and we should be streaming that for a while tonight. So, War, you woke up at a good time. I was supposed to stream it yesterday, but trading happened. Which, by the way, if anyone is curious, I did end up 100%ing 16-bit trader. Zom can attest to this, because I very much lost my mind. And then found out that while streaming the game also was lying to me. So I got lied to by the game numerous times.
Can't catch me.
And then proceeded to just get one more jab right there. Sorry to run through all that. Oh yeah, it was a bad game. Definitely bad game. Well, so to bring it back to to finish that game, I was doing the right thing with how many miners I had. It wouldn't give me more than 10,000 or more than 1,000 gems, and then I like purchased as many miners as I could in that game, got like 10,000 gems, and finished it in one day. Well, we were all playing Dead by Daylight, and then as we were playing it, I was like, if I was dead or while we're waiting, I was just playing it in the background, and it was a bad time. Luckily, as soon as the game finally was like, oh yeah, you can get like 10,000 diamonds at one go, everything was a lot easier. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any animals that have lived past X amount of time if they've been sent to orbit. That checks out. So, first game of the Alphabet Gaming series. Definitely, I mean, I completed it, so I never have to play it again, but it's not the worst game I've ever played, but definitely was unfair. I think unfair was a proper way to put it. Alright, well, I think we're good there. So, yeah, we're all set with Genshin for today. Good stuff. Good stuff. So now let us switch. Well, I'm going to go to intermission here real quick. Which is